Kevin's not here. He is shooting. And we believe we told you guys last week that Dr. What's his name?
Officer Marcus.
Officer Michael will be Marcus. What's his name?
Officer Marcus.
Officer Marcus will be here. Listen, today he was booked for a gig that was not our gig.
Yes. Yeah.
And so he unfortunately is not with us. That's not like he died, child. He outliving his life. He just not living it with us.
Correct.
Okay. So we're going to pivot and move. That made me think of something that happened yesterday.
My mic off too?
Yeah,
One,
I think
two, three.
he turned it on
I
before.
was going to say, I ain't saying nothing.
So we're pivoting. We're going to talk about Mia Copa, but before we get there, we can recap the this 50-part series of Rysa Tisa, whose real name is Teresa. I thought Rysa Tisa was cute. That was a cute little play on her name or whatever. And how she's living her best life, and how Legend, somebody allowed this man to tell his side of the story on YouTube for like 2 hours.
Yes, we should have been the ones.
For 2 hours.
For 2 hours.
Let me tell you, The Bald and the Beautiful would have had all the views.
Oh, yeah.
And we would have also been like, but now we do know you're lying.
Yes.
Though. We do know that.
Because he lies in one breath. So he'll say up top, I haven't watched the whole thing. I didn't watch all 50 episodes because I know she's lying. I don't have time to watch all 50 episodes. And then we'll be like, so when she said this, that was at part like 32 in the middle. How do you know that if you didn't
part
watch?
27 and part 38. If you go back and watch them, because I ain't get time.
Yes.
If you go back and watch them, you can see she contradicted
Because I don't really have the
herself.
time. But here I am going to refute every claim that she made in chronological order. But again, I didn't watch any of it. But that's basically everything is a lie. His brothers were actually his friend brothers. When you have
fake brothers.
So that's why she was confused on that. The house, he had the money, always did. She was trying to get these other two realtors that he didn't know nothing about, and because I didn't know them, I wasn't going to show them proof of funds, because why do I owe y'all anything? Okay. Let me think what else he refuted. He refuted he does have the accounts, but he was taught don't show everybody everything. So only the accounts that she knew. But that was only 50% of my income. Also, I did go to that school, but I can't do nothing with that. I can't tell y'all no more about that because people are not buying tickets to the games.
Because of him?
Correct. This is bad press for the school. This is bad press for the school.
First of all,
so they have asked me. I've signed legal documents. I really shouldn't even have said that.
He's like, there's always a lie that could be
I
done.
want to know what he does to have 700,000 liquidable income. Just ready. I need
at
to
all
know.
times.
He played football.
Correct.
Arena.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's real.
I know arena football real.
But and so is the money in his account, Marcus.
Okay.
You don't believe?
You don't believe?
Yeah, I believe.
What is arena football?
It's football
it's
that
a
for
smaller
people
football
who would never
field.
going to be on the NFL.
Football
in an arena.
at like
Or
the Lakers play.
yeah,
It's that size football field.
it's a smaller football. You remember the whole XFL? Was it XFL?
Oh yeah, but I'm confused.
that's
Is it
arena
professional or is it amateur?
It is
AFL?
amateur but they do get paid. So I guess you should still call it professional because they are getting paid to do it, but they are not going to be able to pay at the top.
At the NBA level.
There we go. Yes, at the soccer league level. Yeah.
Okay,
No.
so is it the equivalent of playing basketball overseas?
No.
Is it
I
like
wouldn't say
that?
No, I
I
would
wouldn't
bring
say
it
that.
down.
I'll bring
Oh,
it
it's
down.
lower than that.
Yes.
I would say it's more like what and one was.
Got it. That became very concrete for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Understand.
Yeah.
I had to look up income just because, like I said, there's 700,000 that you can just, hey, here you go, here's a check.
The median salary
Yeah.
of arena football players is $32,000.
Girl, bye.
32,000.
I made that at the bank as a
It did
teller.
go up to like 400, but I can guarantee you that that's like a Tom Brady level.
Tom Brady was like,
Most of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. One of the salaries.
This is club football.
No, one of the salaries
Yes.
I saw was hourly. So it was like
Yeah.
This just said $19 an hour.
yeah,
Somebody said.
$19 an hour.
You could also work at Chick-fil-A.
He was going to say we're getting out for 22.
And keep your
Legit.
body health. Keep your physical health.
Yeah, it definitely arena league football. While I'm not trying to knock the men that do it, it is not the type of thing that you can say you built a life around.
$700,000 where you've made so much money you actually need an offshore account. That's
Correct.
He would have to be the spokesman for Nike for that league.
And you still would not be making
$750,000
not at
in
all.
liquid assets.
Not at all. These are men who are like, I still want to play sports. I will never be in the NFL because I'm not like that guy, but I still want to do it. Those are those men.
Got it. They really could just work at Chick-fil-A or the bank, and they've decided I'd rather.
They are doing both. This is not a full-time job.
Got it.
They're not
Yeah,
trading
they all
like
season.
that.
They working.
Yeah, no, they
it.
still have jobs.
Arena football is just such a specific lie.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Say where I work
Yes.
for money.
Well, and that's probably why
I
you
ain't
choose it
knocking them
because
'cause I
it's enough obscurity where
Yeah.
it's like specific enough, but also like, I mean, I guess football players make a lot of money, so I guess you could
Ain't no
too.
way. Ain't no.
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't play it, so
Right.
so I ain't knocking them. Take it out there, play a rent, man. Yeah, you gonna bust
I
me up.
wonder what he saw in her to know that she wasn't going to look up what.
Well, yeah.
She
yeah,
a woman that ain't into sports.
But because I'm not into sports, if I was dating a dude who said he played arena football,
Yeah.
guess what? I'm going to know everything about arena football.
Yeah.
But I play overseas.
I'm
arena
going to know
football.
everything about all the overseas.
That ain't online though. That, you ain't gonna be able to
Because
find
the
it.
internet is broke over there.
Yeah,
They don't use
They don't
.com.
even want it
They
out like
use
that because they don't want
.eu.
the U.S. dollar to infiltrate their country and make it crooked.
Oh, okay. That makes
Okay.
sense. Yeah,
There
that
we
makes
go.
sense. to me.
Yeah, he would have said something like that.
Yeah,
but
she-
I would have still been like, but I asked Chat GPT.
Right.
It told me that you ain't
Yes.
over there.
Oh, they said she is into sports.
No, I thought she said she wasn't. I thought she specifically
said she was
said.
into college. She said I don't know a lot about football. There was a certain sport that she said she was into. It definitely wasn't arena.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It was I don't know if she said it was basketball. It was something that she said she liked. Regardless, it's such an easy lie to find out. I wonder what he saw in her. You know, just like any con artist, they can spot
See what it is.
a potential. What do they call those people? When a con artist, they have a
Victim.
Victim is a word. There was another word I was looking for, but I wonder how he was like. What about her?
Like,
He was like,
she'll fall for all this shit. These
Yeah.
screenshots
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
taking of Google images.
Well, and he had done
Of
it
a
so
mark.
many times.
Thank you, y'all.
Oh, a mark.
Yeah, mark.
Okay. Got it. Yeah, she definitely was.
Everybody knew but us.
I wasn't
like,
getting
victim.
Yeah, it was
And you
giving
can tell
victim.
that people in this room have been to therapy because that's therapy talk.
That's victim.
I'm like, no, they call it something.
Yes. Okay.
specific.
She was a mark. All right.
Yeah.
She's living her best life. She gets to go to London and Paris. Somebody's paying for it. BMW made that little. Actually, it was a great ad, but it was tasteless because they weren't actually trying to give her the car.
No.
But I thought the ad itself was giving whoever your social media team is, give them a raise. They understand. They have their pulse on the culture. But y'all should have also gifted her a car.
Yeah.
That would
She
have
don't
been.
want them problems. That's what that BMW gonna be is problems.
The BMW. I'm actually thinking about trading mine in and going to a BMW.
Well, as long as you lease it and don't own it.
No, I'm gonna lease it for
Yeah,
sure.
do
Oh.
that.
If I had to think of a time I personally smelled my worst, it would be when we were headed to Texas. It's either between Texas or New Orleans. There's something about the type of sweat that radiates from your body that just makes you smell foul. No. Personally, it's probably smelled the worst when I was pregnant because I could smell everything. I was like, is this what I smell like on a regular basis? I smell ripe. And not in the ripe fruit way, but ripe as in that trash need to go out a long time ago. Well, fortunately, Lume Whole Body Deodorant has made it so I can smell my best every day. And so can you. Unlike certain other deos, Lume is powered by mandelic acid to deliver outrageous 72-hour odor control everywhere from your pits to your feet and yes, even your privates. In fact, it was patients' concerns about private part odor that originally inspired the OBGYN who invented Lume. Fast forward 6 years, and her game-changing whole body deo has now earned over 300,000 five-star reviews from people like me who love feeling confident from head to toe. New customers get $5 off their Lume starter pack with code TBTB
For sure.
at LumeDeodorant.com. I absolutely love Lume. I love their tube deodorant. It makes it so easy to put it in areas that you might not think to put deodorant at. Like between them thick thighs, because I got them, okay, underneath that fupa, because guess what? Got that too. And these tatas, yes, they need that Lume cream as well. And of course, your armpits. It works really well, and I just love how easy it is to put on. It's a whole body deodorant. Lume is seriously safe to use anywhere. It's created by an OBGYN, okay, who realized that normal BO was being misdiagnosed and mistreated. It blocks odor all day and controls odor for up to 72 hours. It's baking soda free, paraben free, pH balanced for safe use below the belt. And you can choose from a variety of fresh, bright scents like clean tangerine, lavender sage, or toasted coconut. Lume Starter Pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice like mini body wash or deodorant wipes, and free shipping. As a special offer for listeners, new customers get $5 off a Lume Starter Pack with code TBTB at LumeDeodorant.com. That equates to over 40% off your starter pack when you visit LumeDeodorant.com and use code TBTB. We thank Lume for sponsoring today's episode.
Very good. Okay, so that we're about 15 in. Okay, before we go directly into Mea Copa, we can do that maybe the last half. Talking about TikTok. What does your TikTok serve you? What is your TikTok algorithm? It
serves me the lives that it serves me, because people be doing TikTok lives are usually men recreating Beyonce performances.
Oh, fun!
Yes, like full blown lights, wigs, costume
they're
changes.
fully committed.
Yes. And I gets into it. Because sometimes they be singing down. They look a little crazy, but they sang down. I used to get a lot of people dancing, but I think it thinks I'm not into dancing anymore, which makes me sad. A lot of people deconstructing their religion. Don't know why it gives me that. Even though I love Donnell Wrights. We met him in Chicago this weekend. And I feel like that's it. I don't get as much comedy as I would like. I want more comedy. I want comedy and dancing. That's what I would wish it served me.
Got it.
But it's mostly a lot of lives. I get a whole lot of.
I actually don't get a lot of lives.
Oh, yeah. I get people counting beads sometime. I get the Asian girls. I get a lot of the, if you give money, a certain Asian girl will pop up and do a dance. And then
I don't even know who this is.
One girl, they had her so tired out. She was just like, It was like 5 of them, but somebody was giving money to one, and she's
on the live.
Yeah, so it's 5 girls sitting on the couch, and you give a certain thing, and it makes that girl jump up and do a
Hilarious.
dance. They're like, put it down, and then they go sit down, and then and they'll keep doing it over and over again. I said, this is so sadistic. What is this?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
When you open up the world on your phone, you get
some of everything. It does open up your world. Okay, Marcus, what do you get on the TikTok?
See, I figured TikTok work like other things. It's just like, all right, you're into this, so this is what I'll feed you. It don't do that with me.
I feel like mine doesn't either.
I used to get, because I used to send them to y'all like funny animal videos, because that stuff will put me in tears. Like fetal position, crying, salivating, laughing so hard. If I watch so many, especially the really fun ones. But then now it gets, every now and then I'll get that. I still get a lot of funny stuff, but I get a lot of people playing video games live, which I'm not into.
Oh, that's so interesting.
I do get the random, it's usually an Asian lady just doing something strange. And I'm like, when I say something strange, like she'll just be like sitting there sewing or something, or advertising a random, I don't know, thing like, this is the new whatever phone. And I'm like, is this on my TikTok? And then after that, I get a whole bunch of just brand deals from people. Like they'll just be advertising.
Brand deal galore.
So that's why I had to look when you asked. I said, yeah, what comes over? Because I don't go over there anymore.
Oh, because it's not as fun.
It's not.
When I first got on, y'all know. When I first got on there, y'all's text messages and I was sending y'all everything that I was laughing at. But now I'm like, why is this giving, I like cars. I like things I'm a geek. I like seeing science stuff. It's not sending me any of it. So I don't really.
Maybe you don't know you well. I believe
Very well.
I believe TikTok knows you better.
It don't.
She said it. What is it giving you? See, Draco's doing a live right now.
I never get lives.
I mean,
Let me
half
see.
of mine are okay.
I got
Rysa
that.
Tisa doing her photo shoot.
Speak
She's
of the
selling
devil.
something.
What's he
That's
talking about?
hilarious. I do not get lives.
It's a
That's so
live?
interesting to me.
What do you
I didn't
get?
know lives were that. I get the most random funny videos. So recently, there's these 3 white brothers. One is gay.
Okay.
And they sit in the car and they talk about the most random things. But specifically the gay brother, I don't know their names because I don't know their names. He is sassy and like very quick with his words. Oh my God. I went down a rabbit hole crying tears.
Oh, was it giving
laughing?
you the
Oh
goodness?
my
See,
goodness.
Between Two Ferns, yes.
Oh, I loved Between Two Ferns. Oh yeah, that's
look,
great.
Look, what was before
Let me
this?
see.
Why she on there?
I don't know. I do get
Talking about
makeup.
acne.
I get makeup stuff. The other thing that my
Yeah, I
TikTok
get makeup
algorithm,
stuff. I'm like,
that's funny though. But the other thing my TikTok algorithm is really good at, shut up, girl.
now this is a lie. He's flying a
Is-
jet right now. That's
I
dope.
get a lot of fashion. I'm definitely into Rysa Tisa right now. Oh, Morgan has me in a chokehold. I watch everything she does right
Who's
now.
Morgan?
Morgan is Random Man in Atlanta.
Yes.
So I get a lot of her. I do get a lot of dancing videos. Love is Blind. I'm deep in. Mel shows up on my TikTok all the
now I
time.
do get. I'm not a lawyer, but I be stopping for those.
Yeah.
I be like, who we talking about today?
Yeah. Oh, a lot of home decor. A lot of home decor stuff. Yeah. I just get a lot of Mia Copa's on here because I was just looking at that. My TikTok algorithm, sometimes I'd be like, girl, you're kind of off. But sometimes it knows me very well because I'll look at something on Instagram and it'd be like, I feel like you might like this.
Oh yeah.
I feel like you might want to know this. It works really hard, especially at connecting the pieces. When Rysa Tisa was going, it then served me the ex-wife's son. I got his video.
Oh, I got his too.
Oh,
yeah.
fantastic. When the other wife came out, got her video, I said, you better work.
You said you better create this reality
Yes,
TV
come
show.
on, give me all the information. And then this other girl came out with a TikTok similar to Rysa Tisa, but not quite the same. It was like, you might like this too. I said, yes, I do. Thank you.
He said this is actually what I love.
This is what I love.
Thank you.
I love a good series. So TikTok knows me that way.
You know what? Yours might be going to makeup because you have Kennedy posting now.
I don't know, maybe. Well, I just told y'all I never go over on TikTok. 90% of the stuff I look at on Instagram is usually car stuff. Like 90% of it is usually car stuff. I just went over here to TikTok. The stuff I showed y'all, then out there, it was all booty cheeks.
They said you gonna like something over here, damn it.
It was just
It's trying to figure you
it
out.
was just thick women walking away from the camera.
Yeah, they said
This is like
you like ass. You got to.
Yes.
You must.
But it's trying to figure you out. You got to like some. But actually, I don't like a lot
I've
of
never
stuff
liked
on TikTok.
anything
Yeah,
on
I actually
TikTok.
don't like a lot of stuff on TikTok. I want the algorithm to like.
You ain't
Figure
even
it out.
gotta like it. If you stay on the video for too long, that's enough.
Yeah.
That's Instagram. It know me. Instagram showed me so many funny videos with dogs.
Instagram be on it. They just show me exactly what I want to see.
Yeah.
There was 2 cats loving on each other. They were just cuddled up, then one licking the other one's head while the other one's asleep. I was just like, oh my God.
I never used to get cat videos, but I think because of Amar, because y'all got a cat, and I be talking to Amar about the cats, that Instagram is like, oh, you like cats now.
Yeah.
And so now it serves me a lot of cat content. I used to only get like dog content. Monty almost got 8 this weekend.
by the big 2 big dogs.
Oh my God.
Oh, you haven't heard this story, Marcus.
No.
Oh, it's so good. It was hilarious.
Yes.
So we're out. Greg is coming to drop off merch at the house. He comes over. We all go outside, say hi, do whatever. And Monty, of course, follows. Next thing we know, we see this lady walking down, and they must have been like golden retrievers, big, huge dogs. And she's about as big as I am, okay, with the leashes holding on. The dogs see Monty. They start like bucking, trying to go after Monty. And so Kev's like, Melissa, grab Monty. And Monty's looking like, nigga, help me.
Right.
Somebody come.
I don't know
Like,
what
I am not
me.
socialized.
I am
Help
not.
me.
What is happening? They look angry. Y'all are freaking out. Get me out of here. So I scoop him up, run. The dogs I don't know if she let go.
She failed.
And then she fell. The dogs dragged her. She fell. Dogs take off running. When I tell you, we cried laughing for 10 minutes.
I was gonna say, because you ain't never seen an aggressive golden retriever.
No.
Let me tell you, this is the part that made me die when Greg and Kevin were telling me about the story. So this woman has fallen, scraped up her forearms. Greg goes, you need to wrap the leash around your arm next time. This woman is in pain.
Over bleeding. Greg trying to give advice.
What was in the house? I didn't even hear him say that.
Yes. He said, she do. I was like, not that she's on the ground. I said if she would have wrapped her arms around, they would have dragged her face.
They would have dragged her.
Yes, even further.
Coming from the man that don't like dogs and ain't never had one.
It's a very great response.
I'm going to tell you.
That lady didn't stand a chance.
Oh, my
she
God.
didn't stand a chance. We were cracking up. Kev said, Monty almost got 8.
No, Monty almost made 2 friends because them dogs.
Monty would have been like, listen.
Yes, for real.
You've got good food inside.
Listen, if you just want to come inside, I promise you they good people.
They're like a playmate.
Yes, they probably would have because they weren't like German Shepherds.
Yeah. No, he was about to get 8.
No, it was like golden retrievers. But it was hilarious because I don't know why she was outside with them. Them dogs was walking her. She wasn't walking them dogs. They was walking her.
That would have happened with X. I had a pit bull that looked terrifying. When I tell you he was the biggest teddy bear, when he got into fights, it was usually because he done ran up on somebody's dog trying to play with it, and the dog was like, get up off me. And
you too big to be playing like that.
Too big and too stupid to realize that he's getting attacked.
Too stupid.
He just wagging his tail, standing on the dog. But yeah.
All right, very good. Anything else can we do one more ad before we go into this Mea Culpa folk? Oh no.
I feel like,
is it too soon?
It feels
I feel a little soon to me too, but I was going.
2 minutes early, to be honest.
Oh really?
We're at 15 minutes of recording now. The other ad was probably about 4 to 5 minutes. Then we started in the segment.
Josh don't know.
Josh just gave us a math equation.
Got the recording time right here.
Okay, well, we can start it then. All right, so we watch. You want to go ahead?
You want me to?
Oh,
Yeah, go for it.
Bad, my bad.
Yeah, go for it. Let's do it. My phone about to die anyway. My laptop.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Listen, what would I do if I had an extra hour in the day? Oh my goodness. Maybe sleep. I definitely think I would try to clean the house, even though my husband doesn't believe that. I think I would. Or either I would just go kick it with one of my homegirls because I love spending time with them. A lot of us spend our lives wishing we had more time. The question is, time for what? If time was unlimited, how would we use it? The best way to squeeze that special thing into your schedule is to know what's important to you and make it a priority. Therapy can help you find what matters to you so that you can do more of it. I honestly believe that this is some of the best advice that you all could ever receive. When I was with my therapist, which I did completely online, that was one thing she really helped me do, was focus in on the things that I really wanted to do. Because I truly believe we only have one life to live, so we might as well spend this time on earth in life doing the things that matter the most to us instead of wasting a lot of time doing things that we don't enjoy. And I learned how to prioritize those things in my life. If you're thinking about starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. You can do it at any time you want to. You can do it in the car, you can do it in the bathroom, you can do it in the garage, whatever is most convenient. You just take a brief questionnaire and they fit you with a licensed therapist. And if you want to change, you don't have to pay any additional costs to change therapists. Learn to make time for what makes you happy with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/TBTB.
TBTB.
Today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/TBTB.
TBTB.
Jeez.
All right, let's go into Mea Culpa. So Mea Culpa is a movie on the Netflix brought to you by Tyler Perry Studios. Mea Culpa is Latin. It means like my bad or by way of my fault or something.
Yeah.
So it's basically like saying, oh, my fault, my bad.
Yeah.
But I didn't understand how that tied, outside of her name being Mia, obviously. I didn't understand who was the my bad in this movie. Usually a Mea Culpa movie is like a redemption movie where someone realizes their fault and then they grow. Mm-hmm. But I didn't see that.
I think if I were to dive into the mind of Tyler,
yes, please,
Perry, I think the my bad part comes into when she decides to have the affair, and her husband had not actually had the affair as of yet.
Okay, but he didn't cheat. Remember at the beginning, he had cheated. He just didn't cheat. Remember, he had cheated earlier, and that was like the first setup, and he was trying, and then that's why he was like, I'm really trying, when he hugged and he did the things when they were in the bathroom.
I thought
No, he was just sitting at the coffee shop. They was holding hands.
Yeah, but it was given, but you had cheated though.
Yeah, no, they were never able to get the
I
solid.
just want to ask, what in the dirty D is Tyler Perry doing?
I want to know, what is the smuttery?
What is the what?
The smuttery.
The smut is really the it should have been called Smut or Copa.
I agree.
But yeah, no, the husband she was trying to get proof that he had cheated or that he was cheating, but there was never
Oh, they're saying you didn't
that's
physically.
right, yeah.
Got it.
evidence. He was like, no, this is just my homegirl. But the can of worms they opened at the end, that could have been
None
his
of it
sister.
ever-
We don't even know
Yeah, I agree.
what the hell is
Yeah,
happening,
yeah.
to be honest. But it was a lot of smut, and it was smut that was just placed in there wherever.
Yes.
I was very shocked that no one realized that there was a sex dungeon on the other side of the parking
That's
garage.
what I said.
I thought it was just in his basement.
I thought it was his basement too. Well, it seemed like he did it. I don't know. I was getting a little confused on where they was going. I wasn't sure if they went downstairs or if they
Yeah.
went downstairs and out.
No, they went downstairs.
They
'cause
never
he
went
into the
outside.
garage because he said, "I'm not leaving out." That was his. Because she was
Yeah.
like, "You don't need to be out." He was like, "I'm not going out."
That's right. That's right.
He went into the parking garage where the cars stay parked, and then went through a door that had red light.
Yes,
Red light
yes.
means something
Yes.
sexual.
Yeah,
or
Yes.
either
what
murder
have you.
or sex or both.
And he goes down the steps where there's red lights.
Yes.
And people is just having all.
I'm
It
gonna
was
try
a
these.
smut
Angels,
fest.
just don't think it's weird. I'm gonna try these smut, dirty D Tyler Perry strokes one time.
Oh.
That man was on top of Kelly Rowland.
Yes. Is that what it made you do? He was you doing that makes too much sense.
No.
Go in a circle.
Yeah, he was doing this. It
He
was
was
this.
hula hooping.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
this. On an aerial view of this.
Why are you still going, you dummy? That is what I said on the show. I said, okay, visually, okay, it seems magnificent, but in the logistics sense of it, I don't know how good that would feel to have someone hula hooping in
On
your
top of
vagina.
you.
doing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I called it stirring up the gift. That's what
He
it felt
was-
like.
he was
Like,
definitely
I don't
stirring up
want
the gift.
You doing that motion.
Yeah, it was definitely stirring up the gift.
There was spaghetti, macaroni and cheese. He
That's
was like,
not-
"That's the noise you're looking for, right?"
No, that seemed like it would hurt. Go ahead.
I don't mind, personally, I don't mind Tyler Perry jumping into this suspense smutty genre. I
like it over there?
I didn't mind him doing it. The only thing I didn't enjoy for me was the ending. It felt rushed and a little sloppy. But everything leading up to that point, I enjoyed.
I honestly feel like if you're going to go into the schmut of it all, that the schmut needs to happen sooner.
Mm-hmm.
Like we took us too long to
get there?
to the point that it was like, wait,
Yeah.
oh hell,
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we're going to be seeing people having group sex,
Oh my God.
because it was a lot of group sex.
It was group sex.
Okay, it was a group project. Everybody was putting in,
Yes.
apparently. If it's gonna go that far, I feel like we need to see more crumbs on the way there.
Leading up to?
leading
Yeah.
up to it.
Because
Like,
I was shocked the fact that I'm like, how you don't even know. By the time she was started to follow for this dude, she wasn't even sure if he actually killed old girl or not.
No.
Mm-hmm.
She was more intrigued with.
Yeah, I'm like, now you already alone with this murderer.
Mm-hmm.
You willing to go this far with this person that you don't fully believe
She was
is innocent?
intrigued.
I mean, she had a little bit of Rysa Tisa about her. She
Yeah,
was like, she said,
My husband cheating on me. My mother-in-law hate me.
that's all she needed. She just needed a little bit of an excuse.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what I can't be. These abrasive in-laws.
Oh,
For people
yeah.
that drives me insane. Anytime I know it's just like for a show or a movie, but that's one thing. I'll be like, look here, ma'am.
You can't take the
Ooh, I can't do it.
Well, I had said what we all have to give ourselves over to is that Tyler Perry writes mellow, dramatic, like soap operas.
Yes.
Like, so your characters, your villains are going to be a lot more
Extreme.
two-dimensional.
Yes.
Where you can't even find a way to like see why they're doing this.
Yeah.
And I think that's fine. That's soap operas. Like, for real, people get decapitated in soap operas, but then their character gets to come back because science sewed their head back on.
Right.
Yeah.
And we just accept it.
Right.
So that I didn't too much mind because I saw it. As soon as the mother-in-law was first introduced,
Right.
I said,
at the dinner table.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was clear.
I was like, oh, okay, this is the type of characters
Yeah.
we're dealing with. That's fine. I personally, just again, back to the point that we were saying, on the smut tip, I just wish we would have seen more sex of some sort, more like actual sex, not just tension.
Mm-hmm.
So that when we got to the sex scene, when we got to a white lady getting off of the man's penis,
That was the only
Kelly
part I
getting
didn't like.
right on.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, I said STDs just don't exist.
No.
She gonna get a UTI.
Like yeah.
She gonna get more than it. She gonna
Like,
get all
that's
the
the
Like you done let him run up in you.
All
you,
the 3
he ain't
letters:
even
HIV,
dropped-
AID, UTI.
all of them.
MRE.
Yes.
He's still wet from the previous one. You just gonna let him up in you?
I didn't understand. I don't know if something got cut or left on the editing room floor. She comes up there. She's looking at him. He tells the white girl, get off. And they start kissing. And then she's like, no. And then he's like, come on. They have a motorcycle ride. Mm-hmm. They come back and have sex. Mm-hmm. I don't know
paint.
what meta like what happened in that time that made her go, you know what? No, so sex needs to happen.
Yeah.
Like, how did the motorcycle
yes.
ride transform her to want to have sex? And
It was
I'm
the
like, where's
paint.
that scene?
The paint.
Him
Yeah,
taking
them
off her.
toxins.
Also, I can't. The other thing about the paint scene, I know people really enjoyed it. I can't help but think, what is that doing to her inside?
Yeah.
I was thinking about her hair.
Or yeah, that too.
I said her hair looks great.
It was.
It's
That's not
water-based
happening
paint.
if it's a black woman.
I'm
that
not
hair
doing
is
that.
together.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that definitely.
No, I honestly, truly, it read to me. So in my book club where we don't read books, the couple smut books that we read, it read to me like it would have been better as a book. Like if it was.
Was it a book first? Oh no, it was just from his mind.
I think so.
Okay.
But it might be a
Actually,
good question.
yeah,
If
'cause you
it
can get
was a
extremely
book,
descriptive.
yes.
Yeah, that's-
I think if it was a book and you could read and like go into detail about the sexual tension and hear Kelly's character's, Mia's mind about I should not be doing, like hearing
Yeah.
her
Motorcycle-
internal
yeah, the
dialogue.
motorcycle ride
yes,
would have
and
been-
Right.
you
then
would have got- yeah.
giving into it, it would have landed a bit more like finally,
Yeah.
instead of it feeling a bit abrasive. However, with that said, and maybe because I have accepted how Tyler Perry writes, I don't mind watching a movie in Tyler Perry's world and accepting it as a movie in Tyler Perry's
I think
world.
that's what people be missing.
Yeah, I'm not trying to
miss that.
compare it to Quentin
Yeah.
Tarantino.
No,
and-
absolutely.
I think people sat in that car not realizing who's driving,
yes.
wondering why you going the direction and the speed that you're going. It's
Yeah.
like you didn't pay attention.
Tyler
you just
Perry
looking
is
at it like,
driving this.
yeah,
Yes.
he's driving this.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think if he could extrapolate this to, because again, when Mia, first of all, this is where I tapped out. All of a sudden, Mia is in the Dominican Republic, sitting down enjoying her
I said
life
it was
away
gonna
from the
happen.
stuff. You did?
Yeah.
Oh no, I made him guess what was going to go ahead and I'll tell you what we
Okay.
did the game we played.
So watching it and then having her run into Heidi randomly doesn't feel fitting for this movie. It was disappointing.
Oh no, I knew that it was going to happen, and I was trying to see if Marcus was going to guess it because we watched it at 2 different times. I watched it on a plane as we were headed to Chicago, and I said, once we got to the DR, I paused the movie, and I said it was only like 20 minutes left. I said, "Tell me the end of the movie."
Oh, what was your guess?
I did guess that. It took me a second. I was like, oh, she's gonna end up finding
Heidi.
Heidi. Angel is like a Latino lady working in the Dominican. I said yes.
I said a Mexican woman
Yeah,
In the
Mexican
Dominican Republic that he met in Europe.
I said yeah.
And then he was like, he kept thinking somebody was going to kill somebody else. There was a couple of guesses that were,
Yeah.
he was too spot on, and I was like, he wasn't realizing. Now Tyler Perry wrote this. You need to go a place where you
Right.
don't see this going.
Right.
But he was like, there was points that he said they're going to try to kill that Heidi girl. Once he could tell that the brother was like changing, the brothers changed when old girl called. He
Yeah.
was like,
Oh yeah.
come home.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
so obvious.
Everybody's so nice. Like I said, what did I say? I said this is real get outish. right
I
now.
said the exact same thing.
So we all three said
I said the exact
I said
same
this turned
thing.
into Get Out.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, the exact word I used. I was
Yes.
like, this is feeling very Get Out-ish.
Yes.
That's so funny.
It's like, yeah, come on, have a seat. We love you.
Yeah.
You done spit in this girl's face. Every
It's
chance you got.
definitely. I also feel like because it's considered a thriller, I felt like the thriller part. Also, both the smut and the thriller part, I feel like came in a little too late.
Yeah.
Suspense, maybe, but if you want it to be a thriller, I feel like
More stuff's got to happen early.
Yeah, I think a lot more things to make us even more uneasy.
Yeah.
About like trying to figure out who did what,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Well, and that's the part, and this is either twofold, right? It'd either be great as a book because you can lead us. The thing that makes thrillers and suspense movies really good are the redirect.
Yeah.
Right? Where you make the audience feel like they're on the trail and then suddenly they realize they're not. And now you're stuck with the question like, well, who did it?
Yeah.
We didn't have that moment because I felt like at the end it was like, surprise. We weren't even understanding there was a surprise happening.
Right.
That's what was that's what it was like.
Surprise.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. And that's what I didn't enjoy. That's why I didn't enjoy the ending.
I feel like what you're saying makes so much sense. In movie form, it costs so much money to be able to like give us all the pieces we need to take us on the journey. Where you can write a 350 page novel and take the time to find all the spaces. Because even the sister-in-law, her character made absolutely no
Agreed.
sense. She was a
100%.
terrible
Hold up.
friend.
Agreed,
Nah.
100%.
When they threw in that she also had sex with the artist, I'm like, when did they cross paths?
Exactly.
Well, no, but the thing is, he did give a foreshadowing to that.
Tell me, I missed it.
At the very first scene, well, not the first scene, the scene at the restaurant. The guy was like, the husband, the brother-in-law was like, yeah, we have some work by such and such, but we have to get rid of it, don't we, dear?
They didn't say that.
And
did
she
say that.
looked uncomfortable. And I was like,
But that's
what?
because he was a murderer.
did
like
say
that's
that.
like what they alluded to.
Yes, but no,
Yeah.
the husband was taunting the wife.
Right.
And I was like, I picked up on that and I was like, why is that happening? So then when they revealed, I was like, oh, that's why
it
that
makes
happened.
sense.
But it was still not enough.
They should have
of a
come
wink.
back to it a little bit more, like subtly, but come back to it. I did miss that, but now that you say it, I remember, and you're right. But he doesn't drop enough
Nah.
along the journey, or you drop the breadcrumbs to make us think it's him, and then surprise, surprise, it's the mama. But it was none of that.
She really
It was
doesn't have
also-
cancer.
it's so many coincidences.
If you first of all, y'all doing all this just to make it to mayor.
The stakes
what I
be
said.
But two,
soap operas. Stakes be
When
high.
you do make it to mayor, and let's say you've been in there for a couple, your mama's still alive? I thought she was.
She's in remission. She's in remission. Listen, you guys, have you ever forgotten about a subscription? Have you?
Sure enough.
That you done paid for and you forgot about? And you just like, wait a minute, y'all been deducting from my account for the past 2 years and I don't even know my login anymore. Well, you are not the only person. Did you know that nearly 75% of people have subscriptions they've forgotten about? Before I started using Rocket Money, I thought that I had maybe like 10 subscriptions, which is still a lot. I could not believe that when they showed me I was paying for, I'm not even going to tell you. They said insert number. That's not going to be y'all's business today, okay? Because y'all not about to embarrass me right now, Rocket Money. This is a relationship that you and I have, okay? They can have their own. But it was a lot, you guys. I can tell you it was more than double. Subscriptions each month by streaming, between streaming services, fitness apps. Oh my God, fitness apps. Who, Lord help us today. And delivery services, it's never ending. Thanks to Rocket Money, I'm no longer wasting money on the ones I forgot about. I've been trying to save money for a while, but it seems like my bank account was stuck. Thankfully, I heard about Rocket Money and gave it a try. Listen, it doesn't matter how much money you make in life. You shouldn't be wasting money. That's just what it is, okay? And especially if you're really trying to save up for something, the best place to do it is to cut the expenses that don't need to be expenses. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills so that you can grow your savings. With Rocket Money, I have full control over my subscriptions and a clear view of my expenses. I can see all of my subscriptions in one place, and if I see something I don't want? Rocket Money can help me cancel it in a few taps. I love how the dashboard shows me this month's spending compared to last month, so I can clearly see my my spending habits. Plus, they help me create a custom budget and keep track of my spending, okay? Rocket Money will even try to negotiate to lower your bills for you by up to 20%. All you have to do is submit a picture of your bill, and Rocket Money takes care of the rest. They'll deal with customer service for you. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and saves a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year by using all the app's features. Stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/bold.
Bold.
That's rocketmoney.com/bold.
Bold.
rocketmoney.com/bold.
Bold.
Yes, I feel like the ending was rushed. Them having to make Heidi appear out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Her
Also, I didn't even recognize the girl. I don't feel like I had seen her enough in the movie
we didn't
to have recognized her. She said Heidi. I said, that's what she looked like.
listen. Soon as I saw
Yeah, we
her,
only saw paintings of her, didn't we?
we saw one video of her saying he tried.
That's
to,
right. Yeah.
he's trying to kill me. I definitely think they rushed it. Even her getting back from the DR to wherever. I said, what type of plane are we on?
Yeah.
Where are we going? The other part that was tripping me out was, why is he covering each canvas up with another canvas and none of them ever getting ruined?
Man, I didn't understand that either.
I said, Tyler, how we doing this?
What's happening?
When this man ain't got
Why
no
you
money.
gonna waste a bunch of frames? You just gonna use the same one over and over.
But just remove the
No,
prior.
man, see, y'all ain't look. This is one thing y'all just missing.
Hello?
What we
Is
missing?
because he wants to keep the paintings. Ain't no point in storing everything in a separate place. You just store one behind the other.
I just love how amazing this paint is that they don't, the one
Bleed.
on top does not ruin the one on the bottom.
Because it's dry.
It doesn't matter.
It does. It's
If the one
dry.
on top you're painting wet, it's gonna bleed.
But everything was dry, y'all.
Even when he painted it, was
Y'all
already
just
dry.
lack so much imagination.
The other character that I did not understand,
Let me see if you're gonna say, because that's where I was finna go.
the gallery owner?
The gallery lady.
Yeah.
To be honest, she should have been the plot twist all along.
Yeah.
It should have been Agatha all along.
Yes.
It should have been her.
Yes. The fact that she's telling her everything and telling her, like, I know you know this.
Yes.
He made me paint
Yes.
blue waves and said that seems more like red. And then I was staring at a picture of myself.
Why is she here?
She was the oracle. That it was very
Just
dirty
so
deep.
she could pull the thing off.
You're right. That's the only reason why that happened.
That was
See?
the only reason why.
But it was just,
He
it reminded
wanted to get caught so he could prove his innocence. Y'all just missing the hope. I'm sick of it.
Okay,
Wait,
well,
tell
explain
us.
this.
Tell us.
Listen.
Well, we listen.
So he did this ritual, so to speak, of the women painting, you know, the ones that he wanted to make love to. He said, I just need enough time for you to know that they're setting me up, because I know they're setting me up, but I can't tell you who's setting me up because he wants to be married and you're his family.
So you think he knew it was the
Yes,
the
he
DA?
knew. He basically alluded to it when he was walking out the courtroom.
Courtroom?
At the end.
Yeah, but alluded to it, the movie was over.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Y'all was picking up all the hints. I was not picking
I'm
up.
like, alluded to what?
I missed all of this.
He was like, I want to thank most of all Mia.
Who got my close
Harper.
up? Who says that to a news station?
I know.
Who got my close up?
They made his character a little too cool for me too.
He said,
He's
new
that-
lawyer.
he's that
He was a little too cool. I watched it
every
on
movie. He
one
does
and a
it.
half or 1.25 speed, and I don't know if that was the reason, but he sounded very like monotone.
Yeah.
That's him
and
in every movie I've seen him in.
oh, that's him.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was directed that
He was
way.
in, I don't know, one of the Alien and Predator movies. He
Yeah,
was the
and
same-
whose brain fragments were in the picture? Because the girl was
there
never
brain
dead,
fragments. I forgot all about
and the girl was never
That's
dead.
DNA. They said their DNA, her brain fragments is in the paint.
Yeah, maybe they took a chip of her brain and said, let's put it in there. See, you don't get it, Marcus.
So you don't get
You
it.
don't get it.
Y'all don't
That's
get it.
why she was at the DR. See, what happened was she went to the DR to get a BBL. And they said, while you're here, we're going to get some brain fragment. They shipped it back up to wherever they were at, Boston. I don't remember.
Chicago.
Chicago. Mixed it in the paint. Okay?
And
Boom.
see,
Die,
Brain
bitch,
fragment.
die.
and
Brain
that's the
fragment.
one that he didn't put up there with the rest of them. That's why everything went haywire.
I don't know how a crime scene is livable in when they're still investigating
Yes.
you. That was the other.
Yes.
I said he's just living in the place that
That-
the
Because she
crime
was
is-
like, so it happened here. Ain't no tape, ain't no markers.
I said, Kelly Rowland, first of all, you better be a lawyer and a CSI all wrapped in one.
Yes.
She said, looked at that picture. She said, it's look like it's about right here. And the blood went to here. I said, you better. First of all, we need to give it up to Kelly Rowland. She acted.
Yes, she did,
Yes, she
Kelly.
She acted.
Give it
Okay.
up for Miss
I
Rowland.
enjoyed her in her acting roles. Why is my phone buzzing? I do not know how to turn this ringer off. She was doing her good acting.
Yes.
I enjoyed it. Her. Okay.
Listen, I asked her. I said, how'd you feel about the movie? She said, good. She said it, but I made a mistake and read the comments.
Oh, God
I said,
bless
girl,
her.
why you do it to yourself?
Yeah. Don't do that.
I said, why you do that? Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. And I think people don't realize how hard of it is of a job to be in a world that is very unrealistic, but having to play it extremely grounded, extremely. The guy who was her friend that was like, you're like a sister to me. That was
Ron Rico, whatever his name is.
Yes.
The CSI. I mean, PI.
PI.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, he could ground anything. Like everything he did in that movie, I believed. I
Yeah,
was
I
like,
did
it
too.
didn't. He was like, I'm not supposed to be doing this. It's illegal, but check your email.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mia, God dang it.
Yeah.
I was like, come
Yeah.
on and
Yeah.
give us everything.
Yeah.
He was like, and she's alive?
Yeah. He was good.
He was so good. But I'm like, it's, I think because some people do not enjoy the genre that Tyler Perry has created for himself, it's sometimes hard to differentiate the two things.
Right.
That you know
Right.
what I'm saying? It's just like, she did not write the script. So yes, she's
Right.
going to end up having sex with this man right after this white lady gets up off of his penis. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So how do you make that
Work.
as believable as
Yeah.
possible?
The character did it, not Kelly.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Start the elevator.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was my favorite part because I knew she was going to say that. I was like, yeah, I think she should have said it the third time. To be honest, I was here for it. I think I want to see Kelly in more acting roles, like not just on TV. Like I want to see her in acting roles on the big screen. I think she's a phenomenal actress, and I think she has it in her to do it for real.
I actually want to see her in comedic roles.
Oh, is she into comedy? Actually, you know what I have realized? Actually, I think I heard this. Hollywood doesn't allow for black women to be funny. We often have to be like a love interest, like a sexy love interest, and we don't get to play like the Tina Fey roles. But if she has that in her, if she's interested, I would love to see more black women be able to play funny comedic roles.
You're only going to be able to typically be thin, pretty in the comedic role if the lead role is also black. If the lead role is not black, then the comedic role is going to be a plus size black woman.
And that's unfortunate.
Yeah, but I could definitely, even though I'm not sure, I've never asked her this, that her leaning is probably going to be towards more serious stuff. Comedy, I just feel like it's harder, but I feel like if you can get comedy down, your dramatic will be so much better.
Oh, yeah.
So I would love to see her in a comedy, but this Mia Copa.
Back to Mia Copa. Somebody just said it. Same thing I kept saying. Why ain't nobody taking the stairs? Why they waiting on this elevator?
Because the elevator was sexy. They didn't work.
The stairs led right to the downstairs.
We only needed that with Ron Rico so he could talk about his little situation. Other than that, let that man control the elevator so I could feel kidnapped.
Yeah.
I was here for it. This read like a smut novel to me. I mean, it watched, but like I could see this as a novel.
It was
and I would be all in.
It definitely gave me 50 Shades of Grey. Is that what it's called? 50 Shades of Grey vibe.
Black.
Just the, listen, no, I did that movie.
I know you did.
But it gave the mysterious man, the woman who is actually in over her head, but is too intrigued to like just
Pull out.
pull out. I wish we would have had.
There's a lot of description you can read that you
Yes,
can't
because can you imagine the tension in reading you could get and watching me? Because that was the other thing. We didn't live in scenes long enough to develop that like investment. Mm-hmm. But if you could see her struggle with because why are you meeting at this man's house anyway in the middle of the night, Mia?
Right.
All the meetings should have started this late. But okay, you justify it, you shouldn't. And then you go home to this man who's trying because he fake cheated on you. And now you're having this internal dialogue, but you're feeling away because he was in the mood. And then you watch like that. That's how you build a story.
Yeah. Go ahead, babe.
No, I was going to say I didn't. The first time I experienced watching a movie and realizing this is a better book was, I don't know, Lord of the Rings, I think.
Oh,
it was one of them scenes where it's like, you got whatever them dudes are, the main characters, and they would just stare at each other and the wind would blow and it's all the CGI and their hair blowing in the wind. I'm like, this is stupid because I'm watching it. This would be really good writing and reading, but I'm like, why are we sitting there why ain't they saying nothing?
There's so many books. Yeah. You can go ahead and read them. I think it would have been great. I would think it would have been great to have a montage of him having sex with the different women. Like having that towards the beginning for us to understand, oh no, he is really just seeing the paintings of the women, that's not enough for me.
I agree. And this is the other thing that I felt was a little disappointing. He, in the beginning, talking to Kelly, was very much like, I'm a pleaser and I like to see pleasure on my women's face. And then we just saw him get pleased the whole movie.
Yeah. We didn't get to see what is the pleasure thing that you like.
Like, we need to see the women having a good time with you. We didn't see that at all. That's disappointing because you set up the character as a person who does this, and then we don't get to see that live out in film.
Because the first thing we saw was the woman giving him head.
Exactly. And staring at Kelly Rowland, which was weird.
I really did. I did not, we knew she was intrigued, but that feels like a big jump, especially if we didn't see her act out any of her, kink with her husband.
Right.
It was just like, how do you go from being in a monogamous relationship to being willing to watch a man disrobe in front of this other woman that you don't know?
Yeah.
That just feels like a jump.
It was.
It was a big jump. It was a really big jump.
Yeah.
So, I think if Tyler, but I also know all the things I'm requesting cost more money. But are things that I could have lost in the movie and would have appreciated seeing this instead. I could have lost the scene of the brother and the sister-in-law coming to I could have lost the whole storyline with the family, to be honest.
Me too.
Especially the evil white mom, but them coming to the office to tell her they were at the hotel.
Oh, right.
We could have had that happen.
There, yeah.
We could have had that happen at the when they confronted Mia.
Yeah.
I still don't understand the best friend. Does the best friend not know the mama don't got cancer?
I was confused by that too. I didn't like her role. I don't think she in the beginning they set her up as the best friend when really the PI ended up being more the best friend. Yeah. That was disappointing. The mom having cancer, not cancer, but then that was a little bit weird. The husband telling the best friend to stab the girl.
Yeah, stab her. It was just like, I am not understanding. Their weirdness came out. Obviously, we saw they were kind of weird. We knew the mom was a bitch. But, this sinister thing was not set up strong enough. You got the brother who doesn't have a job. So it's just kind of and he's lying to his family, but also is in on all this. Why do you even have
Which I thought he wasn't. That could have also been the twist. Yeah. When Mia saw her husband when they were in the car, at the house, the older brother made it seem like the little brother wasn't in on it. I can't remember exactly what he said.
Yeah, the mother said it would break his heart.
That's exactly what she said. And I was like, oh, he doesn't know. Okay, fantastic. So when she meets him, it's about to go down. It's about to be a civil war when they get back to the house because now it's going to be me and the husband versus the mama and the older brother. No.
That would have played out better too because then the older brother could have killed the younger brother and she was getting away. He's going to die anyway.
Yeah.
I was here for that ending, and then none of these things happened.
He was like, nope. I
Hello,
wanted to take
hello,
it the
911.
sweet-
Yeah,
Oh,
what is
they
it?
calling back. Hey, 911.
Oh, that was my favorite.
Hello, hey, 911. Yep. Because 911 always does a lot of talking.
Oh, yes.
That's what 911 does.
This is conversational, not answering questions where you respond.
Yeah.
Understand. All right. Last thing I want to talk about really quick, because she kills it in real life and she killed it on this movie, is the fashions
Oh, hell
of
yeah.
Mia
yeah.
/ Kelly the Roland. All right. So number one, I wish I could show y'all. She had on this power suit with this white stripe down, and it had these little strings on the bottom. Whoever the costume designer is, send me that.
That's Kelly's stylist.
I want her to send me that outfit specifically. The pinstripes, I always love a good pinstripe suit. It just always screams power to me. But that white stripe down the center, I was all here for it. Okay, then can we talk about when she met the girl and she had the tie?
You like the wide shoulders?
Oh, it's the 90s. The 90s are having a moment. Strong shoulders are back.
You said, I
and
love
the
it.
black and the white, and then she had the tie when she met the girl at the gallery, when the girl was telling her, did he have you paint the waves? And the color was red. That moment, her hair was flawless. Love that. Then at the end, when she threw the phone away and she had the Mary J. Blige, circa 1990s.
I want everybody to see me not being seen.
Is this I'm Not Gonna Cry? What is this Mary J. Blige outfit giving? Is it I'm Not Gonna Cry?
That's the sunglasses with the scarf on and the trench coat.
I'm not gonna cry.
Isn't that where she had the headscarf on and the sunglasses?
Okay, so the two outfits that I actually did not enjoy this outfit just because it was like daytime, like you're drawing my attention if you're trying to not
for
draw
sure.
For sure. Rodeo Drive, that's how you spot a celebrity.
For sure.
Somebody trying to cover up.
But I mean, the outfit in totality is beautiful. The purpose of the outfit, I was just like, but you stand
we
out.
see you.
We see you a lot. And the
broad shoulders.
The strong
broad
shoulders
based on the shots that they were doing bothered me, because they did a lot of close-ups between her and the woman, especially as the woman was starting to dig in on, like, I know you've experienced all the stuff that I'm doing. In the frame, it made her shoulders look massive.
Oh yeah.
Where if it would have been and I can't believe I really did pay attention to this. I need to watch movies like a regular person again. If they would have did
Angel will ruin a movie.
I do. I'm so sorry. If they would have did like a half body shot, like from the waist, from the waist up, I think it would have been a nicer silhouette. But when they were tight on her, it looked like, I was like, why are her shoulders so wide? It wasn't until she got up and walked out that I was like, oh, the outfit has wide shoulders like that. So I think for that outfit,
shot
they
differently.
needed to shoot it differently so that she could be silhouetted better.
Got it. I thought she was dressed, honey.
Yeah, she definitely
hair was flawless. Every outfit. I was like, yes, give me more of this.
That's what happens when you get to be a producer on your movie. You get to make sure.
That was the other thing I did. For as much hate, so to speak, that the movie got, some movies you do for selfish reasons, right? And being an executive producer, whatever she was on this movie on Netflix, that's a resume line. Some movies, the same way Will Smith did, what's the cowboy movie he did that tanked? Thank you very much. Wild Wild West. It was for selfish reasons. That do that.
What was the other one he did? Where it was basically just
version
him
of
and his
himself?
son.
Oh, women, him and his son?
I mean, him and him, yeah.
Yeah, the younger version, like Manchurian Man.
Manchurian?
No, I'm making up words. Renaissance Man.
Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Man.
It was him in a CGI version of himself.
Yeah, he was fighting a younger version of himself. Y'all gonna help us.
Yeah, they gonna put it on here.
Gemini.
Oh, I didn't even watch that.
Yeah, it was not great. Yeah, no,
That was the AI one, right?
Yeah. I think this is a great move for her, even though I think she also produced Mary Little too. So she's produced on Lifetime. So but I told her I'm excited for whatever this path is about to be for her, because it is, it's scary. Like, we are still getting to learn her as an actress. We still see her as Kelly Rowland, a singer, entertainer more than an actress, even though she's been in front of the camera multiple times as an actress. So I can only imagine how frightening this would be, but I'm excited to see what she does with it because you could tell she has really strong work ethic.
I think she's fun. I love this journey for her. I truly do. I think she could pull off acting legitimately and be for real. Yeah. So I'm excited for her. All right. Anything else on this? Yeah, she killed it. And I think that's what you have to do too. I think if we accept Tyler Perry movies as Tyler Perry movies.
Know what car you riding in. That's
great analogy. I can find joy in them. And I mean that sincerely. I truly can find joy in them and have a good time and be here for the ride.
Listen, Marcus's mother does not play about her Tyler Perry
movies. For sure.
She thoroughly
the shows,
enjoys
the movies,
them.
The Oval. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Listen.
Look, I don't care what we got going on. We could be watching our second wedding.
Okay.
You're like, y'all need to turn that off because the Oval's coming on.
Come on.
I'm not mad.
She is all about it. So I agree. I think if we could just go in understanding, hey, we know what this is. We know Fall from Grace. He does not care about them extras because that doesn't, they just here to fill up the space.
100%.
He can drink fake water and it's fine.
Yes.
The wigs might change because the wigs don't tell the story. So once I think we just accept a little bit of that, we can enjoy more of the ride that Tyler Perry takes us on.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Everyone is not black. Ooh, don't say that because that was going to come out not the way I intended.
I know. I heard it.
The intent of what I meant, I realized wasn't going to come out.
I was like,
yeah. So
I
reeled it back. I meant it in a better way than it was going to come out.
Listen, there's room for Ava DuVernay and there's room for Tyler.
That's all I was trying to say.
Yeah.
And I fall in the middle, and that's fine with me. It's fine. Accept it. Anything else?
No.
All right, very good. Thank you guys so much. We'll figure out next week.
Bye.
Bye.